As we go through the process of life, it can be very easy to sort of race your way through and miss really important parts of it. And one of those that we certainly neglect in the West is mourning. You know, this idea of letting things go, because as you develop as a person, you're going to be leaving parts of you behind. And I was reflecting upon this a couple of days ago, and I let things simmer now and establish, well, to allow me the time to establish what they really mean to me. And I came to the conclusion that a really big thing that I feel like I've left behind through everything that's happened in the last few years is actually my own innocence. Because I still have a childlike wonderment for the world. I am fascinated by the world. I am obsessed, actually, with beauty, finding the positives, because that is part of my conditioning, I will admit. Because I've faced actually some very, very difficult and traumatic situations. And in order to perpetuate, to keep myself going, I've had to look for the positives. And it's actually a useful thing to carry with me, but I also have to accept that this is the thing I need to let go. That in order to really progress and be an adult, to be a purposeful man, that I will have to embrace, truly embrace, rather than just talking about it, the messiness of life, of wanting to get everything absolutely perfect. Because obviously we know by now that perfectionism is just another form of procrastination, because nothing will ever be exactly right or exactly what we expect. But letting go of your innocence it's not an easy thing to do. I don't think that many people do it. I know for my part, I've certainly struggled with being more assertive, being more confident, and laying my own cards out on the table. That's been a risky thing for me, psychologically at least, because I faced a huge amount of backlash for simply expressing perfectly reasonable opinions and views. And for some reason I've sought out the company of people who can have almost violent reactions to things that they don't agree with, because we also know that most people, they're not bothered about being accurate or truthful. They just want to be heard. And people of all strokes, of all persuasions, of all belief systems and all viewpoints, they make themselves known and feel perfectly entitled to do so. So I take the lesson not in a kind of, oh, if they're doing it, I'm going to do it. But if they are allowed, well, so am I. It's a powerful position to be in, but it's one that needs to be developed over time. And most learning is actually unlearning. We assume often that if we've heard something from somebody, and actually that must be true. Assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups, because it makes an ass out of you and me. I always liked that. But how you do anything is how you do everything. That's a T. Harv Ekerism. And I like it because life is about an approach. It's not just about one task and one goal. In everything that I'm doing now, I'm imbuing it with a tremendous sense of purpose. I want to do things for me that are meaningful and that resonate with who I am as a unique and sovereign individual. Because in order to stand up and be counted, well, you have to stand for something. You can't just stand for whatever the movement or narrative du jour is, well, apparently dictating, because it's not dictating. It's always our choice. Always. We make all of the decisions, but becoming an adult, life happens in stages. You're a child, you're an adolescent, you're a toddler, you're infant, you are all of these things, and you have been through all of these stages, at least in a sort of age way, a chronological way. But truly being an adult is saying, well, these are my values and my principles. I'm going to stand up for them. I'm going to say them. I'm going to show them. And if you want to support me, that's brilliant. But if you don't, and you just want a fight, which basically most of my friends have done. I've had many friends who've had this similar trait of, even if we agree on a particular point, they will automatically disagree. They're not in my life anymore because I got rid of them, but they will automatically disagree with a point just for the fight. And people keep saying, fight, fight, fight. And I think, no. Grow. Not everything has to be a fight. Don't make things a fight. Don't make things hard for yourself, because there are going to be tricky and tough times where you're going to feel completely out of your depth, and you need every ounce of courage and strength and resilience and purpose to actually see those things through, because they will come. Hard times will come, and you will be able to deal with them, but not if you're flailing around all over the place. Not going to be able to do it. Focus, my boy. Focus. This is what I've been saying on Twitter all morning as I've been commenting on people's posts. Courage, resilience, consistency. They all require you to focus, to not be drawn in by the distractions. So let go of that innocent desire for whatever you hear to be the truth. Question everything. Question your own beliefs, your own values. Be an integrated man of purpose, because every single day the decision is yours. The opportunity is absolutely yours.